Why was it important before you finished this career to have your last fight in the UK at Manchester
So
at
I'm
this
going
new
to jump in
arena?
before you start the huddle. It's not in the UK, it's up north. Just when you keep asking, it's up north.
But UK is north. Yeah, so
Okay, it was really wanting to change it.
no. But UK is north though.
Yeah.
Was that
No, but let's get it right here. Yeah, you don't be like Talisa on Big Brother and they say what's name of cities, name of cities in the UK. She goes so don't be like that.
How important was it for you to come back to Manchester before the end of your career?
In the UK, yeah. Listen, I love Birmingham, I love Manchester, Liverpool, but Liverpool is cold. You understand? And I like Glasgow and Wales. So it was either one of those two cities, couple of cities, those four cities. But I wanted to come to Manchester because they got a new arena, the Co-op Arena. So I wanted to come here, and that was it.
How emotional do you think you'll be on the night?
I'm very emotional because, as I said before, I cried actually. When Nicole showed me the poster, and I was like, oh Jesus. And then the funniest thing is that I was asleep, and then my 5-year-old comes in our bedroom at 3 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and then she wakes me up. She wakes her mother and goes, Daddy's crying, and I'm crying while I'm asleep. So it was quite, and then in the morning, they're like, what are you crying for? Like, it's just the last dance and stuff like that. So it's very emotional for me.
You said you had a surprise. Do you have any hint on the surprise that you
Motherfucker, shit. That's why it's called a surprise. How you wanna ruin the surprise for? Shit. It's just, surprise. That's why it's called a surprise.
Any disappointment, Derek, that it's not Jarrell Miller? Well, obviously, when you put these two together, I mean, it does present itself as a war. Disappointment that it's not Jarrell?
Listen. He's got issues he has to deal with, and he has to deal with those issues, and we'll see. You know.
What was the basis of the of Otto's problem with you? Just that you suggested that Joshua would knock him out, or was there something else?
That was it. Nothing else.
Do you have any worries about Otto Wallin? Are you just going
Yes,
to
I do have
enjoy-
worries because he's a very tall guy. He's got good jab, and he likes to move around the ring a lot. But that make me more fearful of him when I'm training, when I'm getting ready for this fight. So I'm a bit excited.
What's your favourite memories looking back? Because you've had a lot of highlights in and out of the ring, as Frank alluded to as well.
Do you know what? There's so many, man. The one will be like you come back home and you can't eat your food for a couple of days because you've got cuts in your mouth and you're like, I can't do this anymore. Or one is when I can finish the fight and my daughter goes to me, you're not retiring, are you? I'm like, no, I'm not. And she was like, yes. You can see the joy on her eyes. And my memories are just like, you know, some reports were with us and now they're gone. You know, it's just a circle of life. But I've enjoyed every moment of it. The good, the bad, every moment of it, man. You know, even when Sky goes to me, I should be banned from boxing, A and B and C. And then suddenly, I'm back again, they're loving me. But it's just the way of human beings, so I like it.
Have you had a favorite opponent throughout your career?
All of them, they've been my favorite opponents. All of them. It's like asking which one's your favorite kid. All of them.
Do you have a favourite kid?
Pardon?
Do you have a favourite kid?
No, I love all my kids the same.
Eric, you've obviously got a good relationship with Anthony Joshua. We all saw what he done to Otto last year. Have you had any conversations from AJ about how you can go about defeating him?
No. Me and AJ don't talk about boxing. When we see each other, we just talk about family, and that's it.
What was your memory of the spars with Otto?
With what?
With Otto, the sparring with him.
Oh, I don't remember. Sparring is sparring, people. You know, sparring is sparring. I don't judge people by the way they spar me and stuff like that. So for me, I don't even want to talk about that.
Now, obviously, you've got a couple of fights left, but have you thought about what life will be like once you do hang the gloves up, or is that something that you haven't thought about yet? Do you know what you'll do once you do eventually call it a day?
I am bringing out War on Pain.
Which is?
You're interested now. War on Pain. I'm working on a strain of cannabis, I'm working on it. I've been working on it for the last 2 years. So that's going to be amazing.
Derek, you said you were going to bring Dillian Whyte one energy to this fight. That's one of the best fights that...
Fuck are you? How the fuck you jump in the line?
Just snuck in.
He snuck in, you can see him, kiss my ass.
That's one of the best fights that Manchester boxing has seen, and everyone still wants to see that trilogy. Is that a fight that you would like down the line, and what are you feeling towards Dylan?
Right now, Dylan is fighting in Gibraltar. I don't think he's got a license to fight in the United Kingdom right now. He's got a fight in Gibraltar. Who's he fighting in Gibraltar, Nicole?
Tete.
Huh?
Tete.
Tete. Who's he? Ebenezer Tete. And how many rounds did Daniel win? 2. Okay. He's okay.
Is it unfinished business with you and him still?
No, I love Dylan. You know, he's put my nephew on his undercard because he loves my nephew, which is amazing. Shout out to Dylan for that. Yeah, listen, it's gonna happen. Don't worry about it. It will happen. If it don't happen now, it will happen when we're in our 50s.
Yeah, 50th fight. I saw the TalkSport interview. Your 50th fight in Africa, in Ngannou. Is that what you're hoping for?
And that's what I was whispering to Frank. So we're gonna work on it now.
Derek, is there peace in knowing that you can control the narrative in terms of your retirement, where some fighters may not necessarily get that opportunity to do so?
No, because to be honest with you, some fighters, some fighters are weak. Yeah, in a way that instead of them to start looking forward to their retirement, the moment they lose a fight, they retire in the dressing room, and then they just announce to I'm retired, and that's it. And then they don't have the chance to say goodbye. And then after a while, they want to do a comeback. Do you understand? So I've come out the game on my own time, you know, because you guys actually have said it's time for you to hang them up. But baby man, you're one of them. No. Yes, you're such a liar.
See, never. Hey, it's up to you, innit? You're the one who's got to live with it for the rest of your life.
Mate, life is easy, man. Life is beautiful. You know,
I mean, the decision to quit. If you're not happy quitting, you then got to go and retire, and then you'll be depressed your whole life.
Depressed? You're right, because most fighters are depressed. You know, and so I said I'll come out when it's the right time. And Nicole said she should retire when I retire as well, but I don't believe her. She's a liar.
Is Nicole going to miss you when you retire? That's the main question. Is Nicole going to miss you when you retire?
Nicole's part of the furniture, man, in my house, man, so I don't know. I might have to kick her out.
It was February 2007 you had your debut. How different... In Wembley? Yeah. How different are you now, the Derek Chisora who stands here, to the one at Wembley that night?
Amazing. So you see, are these posters digital or what?
Yeah. In the corridor, it's pretty, so just focus.
Okay. So so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speak to Frank and everybody to put all my fights on this short clips of every fight I've ever had. You know the Dylan, everything on this digital things.
Is there a single favourite moment from your career so far?
My favourite single moment so far is when we boxed in lockdown. That was amazing. You could hear the punches go, and you could hear.
What was the build-up like for you during that, mentally?
Man, it was alright, because I entertained myself. It was the only time I came out white.
How different was it for you to fight with them?
It was fucking great. I came out white for once, so I was happy, you know, joking.
How did it feel?
It felt great. I looked at my bank balance, it's still the same.
Are we getting a special entrance then in Manchester, and anything you can share on that?
Yeah. Surprise, bitch. I'm working on something. I'm working on it. I hope it comes through. If it don't come through, it was meant to be a surprise, but you know, me and my big mouth, they call me Big Mouth Derek. Don't ever tell me a fucking secret. You know, Nicole's told me a couple of secrets, and I just started spreading the rumors. But I'm working on the Eagles to come and sing me out.
Is there anyone that in this heavyweight division that you haven't?
Huh?
You
didn't get it.
Hold on, just confirm that you're working on.
I'm working on the Eagles to come and sing me out.
The Eagles?
Yeah, you missed that, ain't you, twat? Yeah.
But you said you were going to let any secrets out.
Yeah, but you know what? I figured let me share with you. I'm working on that.
So they're aware of your connection with that song?
I've asked one of my very good friends, and he said, okay, send me your walking in ring entrances. I've sent it to him, and he said, okay, he's working on it for me now.
If you were to fight a few more times, let's say 3 more times after
Fuck
this,
off.
what would be the ideal opponent?
Derek, what did you make of Tyson Fury's comments saying that Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois are both very limited in their ability?
Listen, right now Tyson's got a bigger task to deal with. Do you remember, I think I got a clip actually. Do you remember when Anthony Joshua lost the belts to Usyk? Tyson came out on Instagram and goes, I've worked hard to get those belts and you lost them to a smaller man. I have to send what's it, no, you're gonna have to go send I have to send the Lancaster bomber, yeah. And he was like, yeah. And then suddenly, fast forward later, deja vu, he fucking lost the belt. He lost his belt as well. Do you understand? Do I believe Tyson can beat you, Alexander? I look at everybody he's got in his sparring camp. I personally don't believe that you can actually. The sparring partners he's got right now, they're pushing him to be menace. You know, they are in awe of Tyson. You know, they will pull their punches when they're sparring. You know, they will. This is what I'm seeing from the things I see on Instagram. So. And what I see, what Alexander's doing is totally different to what, because I think Alexander's way is more like start fast and finish fast. He knows he can hurt him now, so he's gonna come and try and hurt him. You will not, as he keeps saying, you won't leave him alone. I would love Tyson to win, but right now those odds are not looking great.
Do you think there's anyone who can beat Alexander Usyk in the heavyweight division at the moment?
I'd beat him. How many rounds did I lose to? One?
Toughest fight you've had? Toughest fight you had?
Exactly. So maybe that might be a number 55. We never know.
How poetic is it for you to start your career with Frank and now coming to the end here with Frank?
When I left Frank, I told Frank I'll finish my career with you, and he was very upset. But you know what? As time goes on, people heal. You know, with our ups and downs together. Even when I was not with him, with ups and downs, we used to argue a lot. But now it's all done. But for the good business, we do what we need to do. You know, I'm happy. You know, only one of our close friends is not here anymore, Dean Powell, because he was the reason why I signed with Frank Warren.
Was it Dean who put you in the Union Jack as well?
Dean Powell, yeah, put me in the Union Jack. It was funny though, that story though.
Yeah, go on.
Nah, fuck off. It's a good story though. It's a good story though. Yeah.
Del, you fought everyone in your career. I think you're one of the few fighters who can probably rest their head on the pillow at night knowing no regrets, did everything, and you've come out of it. I say no regrets, but I suppose from the horse's mouth, is there anything you look back on now and go, I wish I did that?
No. I'm just upset though because when I box in Finland, I tell you two things that upset me in the boxing game. The Finland fight, yeah. But before the Finland fight, I was mandatory for the silver WBC, yeah. And then I had this guy called Steve Goodwin managing me, yeah. Steve Goodwin decided to call me up, say, I can get you to fight for the European title. A and B. I'm like, no. He goes, yeah, fight for the European title. Knowing that he's done a back deal with Eddie for me to say I'll fight for the European title, and then he can drop me off for the WBC and then give my WBC to Dillian. Do you understand? And then he kept on like, nah, I want to go for the silver. He goes, no, go for the European. It's better. And I did that. And the moment I say yes, an hour later, I see Dillian announcing he's fighting Robert Elenius for the silver belt. So that kind of pissed me off, and I'm still looking for that prick. If I see him, I swear to God, I'm gonna f him up. Steve Goodwin, if I see you, I might f his door for the sake of it.
Derek, I just want to ask something away from boxing. You've seen guys like David Hay, Tony Benn, I think Barry McGuigan's in the jungle right now. After retirement, if ITV ever approached you for that, would you ever go into the jungle?
Fellas, let me tell you something. I've lived poor all my life growing up. I ain't gonna eat balls for the sake of you guys to vote for me to eat more balls, am I? People always say, it's all a facade. Have you seen on TikTok that tribe in Africa when they like cooking by the fire and then the thing is just boiling and it takes it and it eats it? I'm like, I want to do that for you and eating beans for what reason? Because I want to get For what? People are telling me, oh, it'd be good for you. People will connect with you, and people will do. I'm like, why do I need people to connect with me for while I eat this crap and then hang out with snakes? I hate snakes. You don't understand. I fucking hate snakes.
What about if the pay is like really good?
I take a sitting down, and now I have to go squat while I. Huh? I sleep on a nice bed, and I have to go. But it don't make no sense. Why? Why? Well, tell me why. Because you want to get more followers on your Instagram and TikTok? Huh? The only people who've done very well from this, yeah, is Marvin, yeah? Who was in there with Tony. Yeah, he's on Kiss now. His DJ is amazing. You know, James Haskell, he did okay. His DJing is a bit I'll tell him when I see him. Who else? Tony, okay, but Tony hasn't done since he came out. Tony, do some yeah? Who else? Chris Eubank went in there. You see that went in there, ate the food in there. Guy came out all nuts. Yeah? Yeah?
Con.
Huh?
Con.
Who Con?
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan went in there?
Yeah. He nicked strawberries and stuff.
Amir Khan went in there?
Yeah.
Stole the strawberries.
He went in there and then he fought Bud Crawford.
2017.
Did he?
Yeah.
2017.
Would you let me go in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Brilliant.
I bet you mean you will vote for me. Bastards.